Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first sort of episode. This will be character creation, and this will be for the second playthrough, Shadows of Undertide. Eventually, we'll lead into then the Harper's Tale, and then from there we'll go into Hordes of the Underdark. So I never actually played much of Shadows of Undertide. I got to the Pillars, which I believe is the end of the first chapter, and none of these look like him at all, so we're going to set a default until I make one that works for him. But yeah, I got to the first chapter, the end of it, and little child Ethan couldn't figure out that last puzzle, so I never touched it again. And that meant substantially that I didn't really touch Hordes of the Underdark. I remember vaguely playing it with my father, but I remember none of the details. I don't think we got very far. I remember going into the Underdark and fighting Drow, but that's literally pretty much in the title, and it doesn't tell me much. Okay, now for abilities, I did decide on. First off, I skipped a step here. I did roll for the stats. I used the standard method that you use in tabletop, which is 4D B3, which is you roll 4D6 dice and take the best three and add them together. If you're interested in seeing that process or want proof of them or whatever, just click right here. I'll throw up a card for you. And for those that just want to get on with the actual character creation and story, the rolls I got were 12, 15, 12, 12, 16, 14. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm choosing to use a specialist system that we use in our tabletop games personally. And what that means is you get to increase 2 stats by 2 and lower 1 stat by 2. And that's to represent a personality archetype. So, for instance, Victor is a scholar, so he gets +2 int, +2 wisdom, -2 constitution. This means that his final array of stats without those mods are 12 strength, 15 dexterity, 14 constitution, 12 wisdom, 16 intelligence, and 12 charisma. With those mods, that changes constitution to 12, wisdom to 14, and intelligence to 18. So he's very smart, he's very calm, patient, wise, relatively charming. He's above average when it comes to physical endurance, but he's nothing to write home about. Enough to where he's clearly above average, because I believe average is 8. An average human male adult. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's 10. Either way, he's slightly above average. And his dexterity will be 15, so his reflexes are decent, but he's not a master thief or anything. That's more the 17 up range. And his strength is 12, which is athletic, strong, but again, nothing substantial. He's above average. And what I'll do is when I go into, after we've loaded him up, I will alter him with the debug menu, just like I did Angela. Class skills are standard. Gonna max them all out just because it makes sense due to how long he spent studying. And I was debating between making him level 2 or 3. I decided on 3 because he's supposed to be a head and shoulders above the other students, but the other students are level 2, and the game starts you at level 1. So I know that it's supposed to just be something you brush off, but it bugs me, so that's what I'm doing. So he'll be level 3 to start out. And Persuade was the other one. And the last one was Search, to show off how observant he is, despite not being an actual rogue or anything else. Ranger, the other classes, they are usually very good at that. Luck of Heroes, to represent his heritage, not upbringing. I felt it amusing that the child of harpers and bards would be very lucky and just have a natural knack for getting out of things by a hair. Strong Soul, to represent just his personality. He's very mature and wise, as I stated before. It just fits very well, I feel, for him. that would be a motorcycle that just decided to zoom through. I might edit that out, depends on how loud it was. Okay, for spells, I decided that he will be getting shields, and then magic weapon, mage armor, burning hands, grease, identify, and there's another one. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm not editing it out because clearly they just want to keep going through. Where was I? Oh no. Oh, and endure elements. Come on, brain, keep up. And the reason I'm not taking some of the standards like summon creature, magic missile, that kind of stuff is because the first 4 scrolls you get as a wizard are sleep, protect from alignment, magic missile, and summon creature 1. So I'll just have him read those, and that will be the equivalent of reflecting all his studying. And like I stated in his introduction, he does have a pseudo dragon, and its name is Harmony, in honor of his parents. Okay, and he is pale, but not that pale. Blonde hair, and unfortunately, you can't use the CEP heads, as far as I'm aware at least. There's another head that is like this one, but without the horns, and it would have been perfect because it has the right length of hair, ponytail. But unfortunately, I can't get it to work, so this will have to do. This will work for his starting clothes. And yeah. Attack, I say. His voice is a mature swashbuckler. Attack! Getting rid of the standard bio, because it's dumb. I know why it's there, but no. His name is Victor. Vaughn, not Van. Rise. Van is actually a variety of Vaughn. Vaughn infers nobility. Van infers that you are of higher status, or it's just in your name, naturally, but you're not actually of nobility. And his deity he worships is Helm, amusingly enough, despite being a wizard, because he feels that that deity reflects his personal beliefs that much better. Oh god, that -1. So used to Angelo. Alright, so this is the setup. Alright, so not much left. After this, I'll enter in. I'll be going into debug mode. I'll change his stats to the pre-stated amount. Again, that's 15 dexterity, 12 strength. I'm saying a lot now. He'll be buffed up to level 3. And that's about it. Oh, he will be given a bit of an edge as far as inventory goes. Nothing like Angelo got with his extremely potent rapier and suit of armor and such. But it will be better than what he started off with because, again, as stated in the introduction, he sold everything, and his family were nobles. And even though he likely would have given quite a bit of that money to Drogon to help with the school and the Harpers, just because that's what his parents would have wanted, even if he would have kept a fraction of that amount of gold, he'd have much better gear than what the game starts you with. So there's that. He will also learn the first 4 scrolls. Say that 4 times fast. Will be learned, and that will add to his versatility a bit. But beyond that, that's it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little glimpse into the character creation. Combined with the introduction, I hope it got you excited for what is to come, and I will see you in the first episode of the actual playthrough. So yeah,